Hello there. Over the course of two small 15-minute videos, we're going to go through this paper here. It is, just remind myself, it's the Mathematics Unit 1 Foundation, and it's from June 2011. So look, question 1. Matthew records the type of birds that visit his garden one morning. Complete this table. What we have to do here is we have to turn the tallies into frequencies. And to do that, we count the number of tallies. So there's 4 there, there's 3 there. Now what about here? Well, we've got 4 plus a bar going across. That means it's 5. So we've got 1 lot of 5, 2 lots of 5, and another 2. Makes 12. Here we've got a group of 5 and another 4. And then we have to fill in this total here. 7 plus 12 is 19, plus 4, 23. And that gains you 3 marks. What fraction of the birds are robins? Give your answer in its simplest form. Can I just double check that? 7, 19 and 4. Just double check. 12. Yeah. No, you can see where my mistake is. There will be 1 or 2 of these. 9. So it's 7 plus 12, 19, 28. Now, what fraction of the birds are robins? Well, there were 4 robins out of a total of 28 birds. So the fraction is, in its crudest form, 4 out of 28. It's a calculator paper. So we type in, just get this working, 4 over 28. Now on the newer calculators you'll have a far better fraction button. It won't look like ABC. It'll be 2 rectangles separated by the fraction line, and on the display you'll see 4 over 28. Both of them work the same way, that automatically once you press execute, give it in its simplest form. So there it is, it's 1 over 7. 2 marks. 1 for that and 1 for that. Actually this line's for your working, so I would be tempted, even if you put the 1/7 there, to put it again here. Now, this table shows the type of birds that Leah records in a garden one morning. She finished the first row of a pictogram, show the results, complete the key in pictogram. Well, we know we've got 2 of these little symbols here, and that represents 4 robins. So if 2 symbols represent 4, 1 symbol must represent 2. And then it asks us to complete it. So for blackbirds there were 6 of them. So we use 3 symbols, because each of these little symbols here, a picture if you will of a flying bird, represents 2. What about 5? Well, we draw 2, that represents 4, and then half of 1. And for 3 we use 1 full one and then a half of 1 again. Whoops, that's not very good, is it? And there were 4 marks here, 1 for that and then 3 for completing the table. 500,000 people record the types of birds in their gardens. In total they record 8 million birds. On average, how many birds does each person record? Well, we take the total number of birds, that's 8 million, and we divide it by the number of people recording. As I say, it's a calculator paper, so we'll do that to do all the work. Let's just clear what we had before. So it's 8 and then 6 zeros, because it's 8 million, divided by 500. 1, 2, 3. Execute. And here's our answer, 16. It's important you show the calculation. If you messed up here, you would gain some marks for working. Oops. So that's 3 marks. Here is a list of the birds on a bird table. 1 bird flies away, another bird arrives at the table. The new mode is robin. What type of bird flies away and what type of bird arrives? Complete the table. Well, let's see how we work this out. At the moment, we have 3 robins and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 blackbirds. So the mode, the type of bird that occurs the most, is blackbird. But another one of those flies away and another bird arrives at the bird table. What type of bird flies away and what bird table arrives? Well, would look like it had to be one of the blackbirds disappeared and was replaced by a robin. So it would be blackbird, flies away, and then robin. Why couldn't it be another bird flew away and a robin arrived? Well, if another bird flew away, such as the starling, and it was replaced by a robin, then we would have 4 robins and 4 blackbirds. So there wouldn't be one particular bird that was more common than the others. Oh, here we are. We should have filled it in there. Blackbird, and robin. Right, move on. Ella has these 3 coins. Jaden has these coins. Ella gives Jaden 1 coin. They now have the same amount of money as each. What coin does Ella give to Jaden? Vice versa, but we add up the money they've got. That's 70, 80, 85, 90, 97 pence, and 60, 70, 72 pence. Now they've both got the same. So if Ella gave 10 pence away, she would now have 87 pence. So it can't be that. Let's have a look. What do we have there? It was 92 pence and 72 pence. So the difference is 20 pence. So yes, I was right. If Ella gave away a 10 pence, she'd be down to 82 pence, and he'd have another 10 pence. He'd have 82 pence. So which coin did she give away? It's a 10 pence. Put the mark here. Again, nice straightforward 2 marks. Right, now bar charts. Callum asked some boys and girls to choose their favourite fruit. He's drawing a dual bar chart. Callum has only drawn the first bar, the results for the girls. Now, how many more boys than girls choose grapes? So this is us interrogating it. 8 boys chose grapes. 3 girls chose grapes. But the question is how many more boys than girls? So it's going to be 8, take away the 3, equal to 5. How many boys does Callum ask altogether? Well, he asks 8 here, plus 4 here, plus 5 here, plus 3. So that's 12, 17, 20. Handy 2 marks here. Now the difficult bit. Callum asked the same number of boys and girls. 2 girls chose apples. Twice as many girls choose bananas as choose orange. Complete the bar charts. We've got to think. At the moment, we've got the details for 3 girls. So we know that 3 girls chose, what was the first fruit? Grapes. We've got another 17. 2 girls chose apples, and twice as many girls chose bananas as chose orange. Let's remind ourselves. 12. I've got that wrong, haven't I? 8 plus 4 is 12. 17, yeah, it is 20. My brain's going. Now, twice as many girls choose banana as choose orange. That's interesting. We've got the number of grapes as 3. The number of apples is given as 2. Twice as many choose banana as choose orange. So we've got 15 we've got to fill in. Oh, here we go. 10 must choose banana. 5 girls must choose orange. And now we just complete that. We've got all the information now. So 2 girls chose apple. Twice as many, remind myself again. Choose banana as orange. So banana went up to 10. And we had 5 here for orange. No need to to fill in the bars. 3 marks there. Took a bit of use of the grey cell. Question 4. Pie chart shows information about how Year 10 students travel to school. A student from Year 10 is chosen at random. Mark with a letter the probabilities of each of the following on the scale below. If a student walked to the school. Well, let's have a look. Most of them came by bus, a quarter walked, and a smaller percentage cycled and went by car. Probably does not walk to school. Does not walk. So it's all the other ones. So walking was 1/4. So not walk must be 3/4. So it's here. What about the student travels to school by train? Well, there's none there. So that's a C. 40 students travel to school by car. How many Year 10 students are there? Now, this is where we have to get our protractor out. I can find the thing. There we go. Now, bear with me. Whoops, that isn't how you use it. Now let's put it on the center, and we want to measure the angle for cars. So how should we start? Well, we'll do it this way. Just move it slightly. Just line it up. There we go. So the angle here looks like it's 60 degrees. So 60 degrees represents 40 students. So how many will 360 degrees represent? Well, here's our new number. If you looked at one of the videos about how to use fractions for proportion, here's what we do. We do 360, that's the new number, the one we're directly interested in, over the old one with the same units, times the number we haven't used. So it's 360 over 60. And there's the answer, 240. For 3 marks. Right, we're getting there now, we're about halfway through. Danny and Ed are in the same quiz team, and each round a person score up to 10 points. Here are the scores for Danny. The scores for Ed have a range of 3. The mean scores for Ed is 5. Compare the scores. What we've got to do is we've got to find the mean for Danny, and also the range for Danny. The mean, you add them up. 1 add 1 is 2, 12, 14, 24, 25, 28 out of 7 games. So her mean is 28 out of 7. Don't really need your calculator, but we don't take risks, do we? So it's 28 out of 7. So her mean is 4. The range of Danny is the difference between the smallest and the largest. So it's 9. And what can we say? Well, I haven't left myself so much room, have I? We could say, on average, who is better? On average, Ed scores more. Now, evidence, mean 5 compared to mean of 4. Always give the measures that you're using as well. Now, who's more consistent? Well, actually, Ed is more consistent.